Hi guys, good morning. I'm trying to. Right, there we are. There we are. Trying to fix the screen so we can see properly. Can I stream from here? I'm gonna move from this area. Trying to stream so you'll be able to see me. Good. That's good. That's good. That's so good, guys. So good. I want you to be able to see me, see what I'm doing. And we do this real quick, right? Uh, we can do this real quick. There we go. There we go. So, good morning, guys. How are you doing? It has been, we have been talking about her triage and healed. We have been talking about it. We have been coming from this book, Finding Joy in the Dirt personified. I want to fix it so you can see me properly. Dirt personified. Keep it 100. Waiting on you to jump on in. Waiting on you to jump on in. But as we continue, we are at episode 9. Oh my God. And I said I was going to do 20 episodes. So when we reach episode 10, we're going to pause, go back over all the things that I've said to you, and and then we'll come back again at a later date to continue the other 10 episodes. But her triage and heal, haven't we gone through a whole lot? Haven't we spoke about so many different areas of our lives? Haven't we talked about so many things that has been happening? If you check my page, if you check my channel, yes, the exercise thing is right there, and I'm gonna walk as well. So I'm getting ready for exercise, but I had to pull this out. I have to come and let us just have a little conversation about what I'm talking about. And uh and if you go with me, I gotta get my glasses. No, I don't. If you come with me to, are you seeing me? Is my lighting okay? Is my lighting okay? Because we're chilling this morning and we want to talk. Yes. So on page 13, I talked about, and this is chapter 2. And I go back and forth in the book, finding joy in the dirt. You can go on Amazon if you're looking a book. A matter of fact, if you're looking a book for your father can get this book as well. It's Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up in another couple of days. So you can grab this book and make sure that you give it to your father, or you just need it for a little gift for your mother. But absolutely, we talked about recalibrating my revisit. Yes, in the book, I talked about recalibrating my revisit. I talked about how we return to familiar places. And when we return to these familiar places in our lives, we ought to know the red flags. We ought to know where it is taking us, because these familiar places can take us back into the pit where we're coming from. These familiar places can help us to get back out there before our BC days. And so when I talked about the familiar places, I talked about the relationship, how our relationships can take us back into things that we've been through, and it did not feel well, it did not feed, it did not add, it did not multiply. It only divided and subtracted you from getting to where you want to be. So, do you want to go back to this place? You got to be healed. A matter of fact, you got to be in a posture where you know that you're strong enough to go back to these places. These places will take, will burn you out. These places will drain you. These places will cause you to, want you to see me properly. These places will cause you to be, I said, burnt out already, to lose your salvation. When I say that, I mean they will have you cursing. And when I talk about places, I'm talking about going back to relationships where you identify a personality that you have seen in your past relationship. You have seen these kind of people, you've seen these kind of personalities in your past relationship, and you be like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because it is not doing anything to edify others, to help me to grow, to help me to be a better person. So why am I even here? Why am I even here, guys? Why am I even here in this relationship that is not even feeding me? There's no need for me to remain in this relationship. So I start to think and be like, what do I really need? When you look on your personal pain and the pain of your generation, you be like, oh my God, how am I going to bridge that gap, continuing to be my authentic self? How am I going to bridge that gap now that I am on a different trajectory for my life? How am I going to bridge that gap now that I am on a different path for my life? And so you have to say, okay, this is what I want for my life, and this is what I don't want. So now you're making a holistic decision. You're making this holistic decision because you don't want to be back there where that relationship literally almost killed you. That relationship sucked the daylight out of you. Um, why am I not? Am I not sitting properly? That relationship literally, guys, sucked the daylight out of you. And so you want to evolve, though. You want to evolve. You don't want to keep going back, because when you keep going back, so you know how to ask God, because you know that's where I'm going. You have to say, God, I'm recalibrating in this season. If a relationship even comes my way that I do not understand, help me to understand so I can move past this chaos. I can move into a a new life. This life must be a life to empower me, to motivate me, not to tear me down, a life to build me up, a life to not to non-judgmental, a non-judgmental relationship where we can explore the things that we say to each other. Our communication line is consumable. Because sometimes we put ourselves in relationships that really, really drain us. Really, really drain us. I know that we're recalibrating. We're like, I don't want this. I don't want that. This is not what I want for my life. This is what not what I want for my my well-being. My well-being. I want to have that healthy relationship where as the next person feel wanted, the next person feel appreciated, The next person feel love. The next person feel non-judgmental. But at the same time, I want that it must regurgitate. It must reciprocate rather. And regurgitate too, because it comes up, right? It comes up out of them, it comes up out of me, but it must be real. It cannot be fake. It cannot be a facade. It has to be real. So when you revisit these old relationships that you have, now you're going into a new place, into a new relationship. You know that, listen, this is not for me. I'm not doing this because I would have gone through that already. I would have gone through all the chaos of that already. And because I've gone through that, I don't want this for me. I want to have a healthy mind. I want to have my heart peace of mind. Peace of mind, beloved. So important to have a peace of mind in your relationship. So now you're recalibrating. You'll be like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I need. This is what I don't need in my life. I want to be, I want to be encouraged in my relationship. I want to be fueled. I want to be not necessarily the highlight, but I want to be highlighted. Not necessarily the highlight, but I also want to be highlighted. Is this fueling me? So now you're assessing, like, wow, the games and all of that. You don't want that anymore. You've passed that. You have grown. You're evolving. You're evolving. You're knowing you're in a place where you know what you want and you're able to be better, not bitter. Bring people in your lives who will bring the best out of you. Bring people. See, what happened to us, and I'm going to close right here because I don't go into details, a lot of details, but you have to get this book. I'm on Amazon. Go on my website, phoebefromjamaica.com, and you can grab this book. Go to my website, phoebefromjamaica.com, scan the QR code, pay, and I'll send this book directly to you. You got to text me, email me, go into the drop down. You will see my information and I'll definitely send this book to you. Or you can go to Amazon.com, purchase this book. The hard copy is for 22. The paperback here is for $16.99, and the audio is there as well on Kindle. Listen, guys, I want you to see your value, see your worth, know that you're worth it, guys. You're worth it. Know that you're worth every single bit of it. No matter what they say, no matter what they tell you, you're worth it. You are worth it. And the sooner you tell yourself that, the sooner you become aware, the sooner you know your value, then you will not be taken for granted. Nobody, a matter of fact, can take you for granted. Because what? You know your value. You know your value. You have to know your value. And when you know your value, when you know your value, when you know your value, then no demons out of hell can come up against you. No demons out of hell can mess with you because you know where you are, you know where you are, and you know where you are going. I want you to know divine purpose that is on your life. In this season, you have to know your divine purpose. In this season, You have to stand on who you are. You have to stand on your word in this season. You have to wake up. Challenge you. I challenge you guys. Mm. Internet is slow. I hope you could hear me. Mm-mm-mm. I hope you could hear me. The internet is slow. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, guys. Gotta know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're not gonna know. Okay. You are not. You're going. I want to. I want to copy this link. Yep. So let's close out with a word of prayer. I'm gonna send this link over when I'm done because it's tripping. I stopped. Take us back, guys. Take us back, internet. The best place that I can do this is yes, guys. So that's what I'm talking about. The fact that the stream ended. I have to end the stream. Not yet. I'm trying to get back to the internet. I'm gonna end.